double dipping because of why?
That $7,500 is not being collected from car parks each year, and that stage one rent has been bringing still to remain on the lease, doing in fact.
Can't hear very well.
Sorry. $7,500 did you hear the first part of the comment? And 3 years that it's still to run on the lease, the claimant would still be receiving stage one income, so it would be considered double recovery to also include this in its claims for injuries infection in 2003, 4 and 5.
Another question I'd like to ask you, once this current tenant has vacated the premises, can the owner then lease stage one to a new tenant? Will they get income from a new tenant?
This is quite a realistic proposal.
Okay, so in this DCF, they've actually said that they're going to claim income from this current tenant, correct?
Yes.
And on top of that, for the years 2006, 2007, 2008, he'll also be getting, if he gets a new tenant, of course, income
Objection
as well.
Miss Stubbs is not. Miss Stubbs is not an expert of evaluation. She's an expert in injuries infection. I think we've established that this afternoon. That's for sure.
Mr. Ellis, I'll take that on notice. Please proceed.
Is that correct? Sorry. Okay. And sorry. So over these years, that's where the double dipping or double recovery is coming from. Absolutely correct. Now I'd like to point out to the court something else here. The first testimony, the second testimony of the expert witness pointed out that this figure was 3% increase. Sorry, this was taken for a 10%. Let's start from the scratch. Might as well build it up nicely here. Okay. Now, for the years 2003, 2004, 2005, did market rents increase?
No, it's a great fact that market rents did not increase.
Okay. Now, in 2003, was market rent 10%? Sorry, was this 10% more than market rent? In the agreed facts. In 2003, the market rent was at 10% more.
Yes.
Okay? So this figure represents a 10% increase on market rent for 2003, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, market rents did not increase for this period. So wouldn't it be correct if they had taken this figure, deducted 10%, to arrive at this figure, increase?
Yes, I believe this is the case because the jurisdiction deals with market value.
All right. Now we'll come to the house that you just bought and it's contaminated for you. Now,
Mr. Bonner, you've got 1 more minute.
Yep.
So I'll let that in mind with any stories about homes and
excellent. I will.
extensions. Thank you.
Would you pay less for that home if it was contaminated?
Objection. Apparently, Miss Stubbs doesn't know anything about contamination.
Please, thank you, Mr. Bonner.
Would you pay less for a home that was contaminated? Would you pay more for a home that was contaminated?
I would not pay more for home.
Objection. Miss Stubbs said that she wouldn't purchase a property that was contaminated.
Thank you. I'd like to hand it to my senior colleague for that.
If I'd like to finish off in the last 30 seconds. Okay, using a common sense approach. Okay. Would you think that, you wouldn't buy a property that's contaminated at all, would you? Okay, but you would have done an environmental audit report like was done on this property before you purchased a property that you thought might have been contaminated. Is that right? Okay, now if you bought a piece of land and then you had to pay extra to remove the contamination, wouldn't you think that you'd be paying a higher premium essentially for this land?
Yes.
Okay, so
Objection. If this is going to go any further like the previous examinations, I think we've run out of time.
We might leave any more comments about contamination to your closing address then, Mr. Conclusion at this stage.
if it's at all possible, I'd like to finish my address.
I think we get your point.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, with the matter of interest,
That is time, Mr. Lee.
okay, no further
You're
questions. Thank you very much for your
well
time.
over 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Stubbs. Thank you, Mr. Bonner. In a moment, we'll proceed to the closing addresses. It's an opportunity for the parties to give the king here. Tell us what the key issues are. Try and persuade us to determine the matter in your favour. Having said those few comments, now I'd like to ask Mr. Lee to give his best shot.
Do we go to a 2-minute break?
We don't have a 10-minute break on my timetable.
Okay, how long do I have, sorry?
You've got 10 minutes for your closing address, Mr.
10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. I might take 10 minutes. I might actually get up and walk around as well, because that makes me feel more comfortable.
Go ahead.
Now, it's got 2 valuations here. One, the claim of compensation, and one was a valuation conducted for Vic Roads, my client. Essentially, the issue in question is the amount of injurious affection. If we were to quickly go through both valuations, and I'm sure you've got both there, there aren't too many things that we do disagree on here. We agree that an amount should be made to reinstate the paving. Okay, we adopted $60,000 from the agreed fact. They've capitalised the reduction in rentals. Okay, as it turns out, there's a difference there, but all the same, they were both agreed facts. We've also it's an agreed fact that we're willing to pay valuation fees and legal fees. That's fine. My client are more than willing to pay a fair amount for this price, for this piece of land. What we get down to are a few issues that I still find hard to see that they can't comprehend. That we have a piece of land that's contaminated. Market value, surely taking a common sense approach, would be that this land is worth less than what everyone else would pay on a fair market. Issue of $10,000 to clean up, that's got to come from somewhere.